quite the test, I guess. Be working alright. Hopefully, good. Let's see, let's see. Okay. 9:30. Now, I always forget how much you have to turn down for background. See, I recently started playing a Lost Cities one, and I don't like the world type, if only because the loot has a tendency to be a little bit open. You're able to survive for a while. But this Biomes of Plenty Lost Cities, it's calling my name. I will allow cheats because of new caveats that always starting off a new game. Hopefully everything's working okay. Only one way to tell, and that's if people show up and say something. I believe will happen approximately. There's no watch there. Why did I just look directly at my light? Don't look directly at LED lights, by the way. It's bad for your eyes. Probably. Undeniable urge to move. Boy. Waiting on a game to load simulator. This is what I get for doing Lost City, I'm sure. Honestly, I'm not sure whether or not I should do Lost City, if only because it has a tendency to make the world go slower. We'll see. If it's taking, you know, if it starts to lag once it's actually open, then we'll probably just regular Biomes of Plenty. Or, you know, vanilla world. Haven't done that in a while. Oh hey, didn't see you there. It's me. Not that thing. You're just in time. By which I mean, I've been sitting here waiting for this to open and load, and you just showed up right as it finishes. Well, mostly. Give it a little bit more time. If this laggy going forward, I'm going to have to get rid of loss. Just go to regular. But I think it's just that initial startup. With the benefit of the doubt. Can't hear me? Am I just very quiet? Is that what's going on? Was I just very quiet? Did I need to move the mic closer? Oh god. I am playing on a potato. Okay. I don't know. I think it's probably Lost Cities that's making me get about 0 FPS. Um, but I was playing a Lost Cities world before and it wasn't this bad. So I don't know. Maybe it's the combination of Biomes of Plenty and Lost Cities. One thing I wonder real quick. I have no idea. Okay. I have no idea what mods are in this mod pack, so I just wanted to test and see which mod is in, and Industrial Foregoing is in. That's one of the ones that I just recently started playing with that I enjoy. It's honestly not that terrible. It's still pretty bad. I think that's just par for the course with Lost Cities. I have already upgraded the RAM. Like, this is at 5 gigs, and it's whatever you are. Integrated dynamics. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say either I need to give even more RAM to this, or it's Lost Cities making everything too much. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna pull the plug on this real quick. Go upgrade the RAM once. It should be working with this amount of RAM. The suggested amount was 4 gigs. I have 16 total. I gave it 5. With loading OBS and all the other stuff, should be working. But so we'll try giving it more RAM first. Move it all the way up to a nice 6 gigs. That should be plenty, right? Solidly should be plenty. Is Minecraft going to close? Okay, good. I hit close like a minute and a half ago, but that's okay. I already upgraded the RAM while it was waiting. But yeah, I have no idea what mods is in this pack. Mods is. I went to college. I have no idea what mods are in this pack. Hopefully, it'll be a nice mix. I know there's going to be ones that I'm just immediately going to be like, but how do I play without this? I actually recently just played a pack that didn't have it didn't have Ender IO, and that was an experience, considering I have played with Ender.io in the last 8 packs, 9 packs that I've played. So for me, going to a non-Ender.io pack was a little different from what I'm used to. Not a bad different, just mostly I had to learn what to do about the fact that I can't immediately have a non Tinker's method of ore doubling. What's up? What's up, Robert? You can't hear me again? Is this better? Do I need to be like right up next to the microphone to talk? Because if so, I'll take this pop filter right off. Because it does seem to significantly diminish my microphone's ability to. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're at work and people yell at you because they are crazy and stupid. And I hope they can hear me say that they are crazy and stupid. Do you want me to take off the pop filter? It'll make everything terrible, but if it means you're able to hear, it might be better. Or or do you just want me to tell off the people yelling at people? I still it boggles my mind that people yell at customer service representatives. It's like, so you know how you want something to happen, no matter what it is. The reason you are going to customer service is because you want something different to happen. And then you go to your customer service representative and you start yelling at them, and immediately you have removed any desire they may have had to be on your side. And it's like, I get that something shitty happened potentially, and that you ended up paying for something that isn't working, or you didn't actually want this one. Who gave you the fucking right? Excuse me. Who gave you the fucking right to yell at another human being in their face? In public. You are in public. The fuck is wrong with your faces? So, there's that little bit of sharing about my opinion of the work that you guys do. It's ridiculous what you guys put up with on a daily basis. Which is why one of the reasons I knew I would never be able to do that. I could never. I would take one look at the person yelling. How does that make you a bad manager? Oh, double counts. Yes, double counts. That's sweet greater than 20. While you're gone, I will continue to wait for this game to load. Despite me giving it 6 whole gigabytes of RAM solely to use on this, leaving 10 gigs of RAM for the rest of the processes my computer needs to run. I don't understand my computer sometimes. Get up close and personal with my microphone. While you're gone, just slowly get closer so that people can actually hear me talk at my usual volume. There's so much stuff to load. I'm gonna get in, load my world, and it's gonna be like, I am exactly the same. Nothing has changed despite you giving it an entire gig of RAM additional. And then I'll have to create a new world, one that doesn't have the lost cities. I like the lost cities though. They're so much fun to like go around looting like some kind of deranged monster. Is there extra wands in this? The more wands or whatever that mod is. Because if not, I'm going to have to figure out a new way to move or to process skeletons. I guess I would have to build my base near a normal skeleton spawner's location. Unless they have some means of moving spawners that I don't know about. Because that wand was the only way that I knew. You back? I'm glad. I was getting uh, crazy talking to myself. Um, so yeah, I don't know what mods are in this pack. I actually did not check specifically. I wanted to dive in head first and sort of drown for a little bit and then figure out what I'm going to do. God, this is actually taking 11 centuries to load. I've been recording for 16 minutes, 17 minutes, and this, that nonsense is still happening. It took about as long to load before, too, which is like, great. I'm glad that I gave you an extra gigabyte of memory and spent this time reloading. That's what I that's what I wanted to do. Um, so I can only guess that since this mod pack was made by Direwolf20, I'm going to guess that it has Tinker's Construct because he's not a fool. Anyone who has ever played modded Minecraft has probably heard of Tinker's Construct by now because it's like, yes, I want a mod that adds customizable tools of many different types to the game. I want that. That's a thing that should exist. I already checked whether or not it had Industrial Foregoing, which is a remake of an older mod, which I'm very pleased about. I'm glad that Mine Factory Reloaded still lives. Just now it's Industrial Foregoing, I guess. I played with that in one of my more recent packs that I tried out, but I otherwise haven't used the new Mine Factory Reloaded. Oh my god, I have two of them at the same time. I have, like, all the managers. Call me a white mom because I got all the managers. Was that racist? I feel like it kind of was racist, but also is very, you know, it's just stating how things kind of are. I would like to speak to your manager. I just gave myself chills. This loading has been going on for nearly 10 minutes. And my patience is dying. My patience is about the level of the people waiting in line to talk to the customer service representatives. I I'm I've become tilted. I have become tilted. It's I'm I have become tilted already. And the game hasn't started yet. Oops. Game hasn't started yet. Already tilted. Great start. The good news is I finally found this. This has been missing for a while. I was worried that I would never find it again. I didn't spend $100 on it to not be able to find it. Oh, that's right. I don't want to play multiplayer. Because I am an antisocial piece of garbage. You know, I was invited to a party this evening. There was going to be delicious food too. Like the lady who invited me, she makes the best Korean barbecue. And I I couldn't bring myself to go. I was like, I'll just stay at home, play some video games, live up to the shirt I'm wearing, and yeah. So that's my evening, and hopefully this world is no longer going at 15 frames per second. Hopefully we get closer to 50. 50 would be acceptable. I'd play with 50. Just don't make me turn it down to fast setting on graphics. That bothers me when I'm giving more data usage than like a AAA game uses and getting 15 frames per second on Minecraft. Please give me some frames. I've lost. We're back to game loading simulator part 2, the in-game portion of game loading simulator. Again, I'm going to give it the benefit of a few seconds. It is causing the frames on my OBS to drop. Oh God. Why is Minecraft making OBS drop frames now? Better question. Why is 16 gigabytes of RAM not enough for Minecraft? Okay. We're sitting around that 50 range sometimes. Like sometimes we're right there, and then other times we're like, don't look in this particular direction or you'll turn to stone. I I don't think this is gonna work. I probably have to turn off Lost Cities. I think it's Lost Cities that does it. Like, it can't just be the Minecraft. I'm giving it 6 gigabytes of data. Six gigabytes of RAM should be enough, probably. Probably. Possibly. There's also the possibility that I am incorrect. But we're going to go with the idea that the world is not insane and that more than 6 gigabytes of data are not required to play Minecraft. looking up to see whether or not there's people who disagree with my statement that Minecraft shouldn't need greater than 6 gigabytes. Biomes aplenty, but not lost cities. And we're still gonna be Yes, you are indeed correct. It's going to be another 5 centuries of loading, this time loading a new entire world. In the meantime, hello. How are you today? I woke up and I was tilted from the fact that I woke up at the time to go to work after going to bed at midnight, which is 2 hours less sleep than I normally get for getting up to go to work on a day I didn't have to go to work. You're alive? Yes. I'm glad you're alive. It's debatable whether or not I am alive. The jury's still out on that one. I feel like Robert hasn't said anything in a while, so I'm guessing he's probably with a Kostemer, who I'm sure is being only the most polite and even-tempered. Definitely not acting crazy in public. I pressed the button that I didn't press. Okay, let's see if it's acting better this time. Moment to get going. And then if it doesn't improve, well, this is slightly better. It's still a little rough around the edges, but it's a lot better than it was. That's for sure. And this is with loading into a very brand new world. So I'm going to give it a couple more seconds to get its gear rolling, and then I don't know how many I can give it maximum before I start taking away from other processes. Ooh, that's a... And it didn't even... What? And it didn't register my sneaking. Great. Glad. Perfect. My starter book got stuck on top of this randomly generated structure. Oh god. Why is it lagging so badly? Like sometimes it's fine and then it just goes wonk. So we're getting like 1 less than 60 FPS on OBS with the occasional 5 frames drop. Okay, so I made the mistake of opening my inventory for a second, but then it was suddenly like, yes, everything's fine. Whoa. Oh. Like, why is suddenly everything going at the speed of light? And not the speed got turned up. happen. It requires an iron pickaxe. Or a pickaxe that can mine iron. How dare you push me, chicken? The chicken heard my bad pun. You see that I have done this a time or two. What do you mean by a time or two? And what do you mean by this? Congratulations. You just mined stone in a game about mining. Congragalatins. You know that pickaxe you made a moment ago? Throw it in the trash. Because it's worth it. Yeah, exactly. The game was like, yo, I heard that you were running slow, so I figured I'll just turn up the speed of your mouse and that'll fix everything, right? That's what I was pretty sure. Yep. Yeah. Quick thing, because I can't stand the sound of the chicken. Oh, there's more. Nice. I can become chicken. They'll never find me. They'll never find me. Oh my god, my butt. Why? Why is the camera going up my butt? What did I do to the camera? I swallowed the camera. Another pig. Oh, it's lagging. I was like, why is he not there? It's lag. It's lag. And we have escape. Get the pickaxe, but I saw the coal ore here, and I want to get the coal. I want that pickaxe spot. What all can I become? Anything I can kill. Yep. See, now that's what I tried to do before. Holding shift means it automatically goes into my inventory as one item instead of breaking into all of the things that you get from it. All 7,890. Which, by the way, big shout out to Pam Garbagecraft. Thank you for making that change. Because it was really annoying liking your mod and not being able to defend the fact that it takes up infinite inventory space. we always do. Dig straight down the lava. But I've got a map. I'm not going to go into the lava. And in a moment, when it realizes I'm underground, it'll show me the underground. If there's anything to show. Sometimes it's just... And we did it. Underground. Nope, the lava's behind me. On my map. What am I gonna do I get powers once I've gotten to the nether? That's the big question. Because sometimes it lets you have powers from the mods. So if you look on the minimap, you'll see a spot of orange. I don't know if it works. Yes, it does work while I'm underground. That stuff. That garbage. Lava. So the answer is I cheated. I looked at my menu. Okay, so applied energistics is in, which is good. I like applied energistics. Sometimes more. Also, now I have enough quartz that I can probably get quartz tools, since I'm not going to be able to start applied energistics for quite a while yet. So yeah, I wonder if Morph will give me powers in this, once I've gone to them, which is usually when it unlocks. It's like, otherwise you can get a bat. If you kill a bat, now you can fly. Forever. You know, not that there's, like, extremely expensive equipment that lets you fly or anything. Babaka. But no, let's validate that. You killed a single bat. That's one pickaxe down, and oh fuck. I'm afraid we've hit our first roadblock. And I will sacrifice wood to not have to go all the way back. Whoa. More lag. Curtis quartz. I don't know what tier this is, but it's probably good. Okay, so it's about equivalent to an iron bait and a diamond pickaxe. As far as mining speed. That's great. Did I? Did not. Aha! I was like, why are my torches not getting me as far as I had the right to turn down. Way you can identify what an item is if you didn't make it. Eh? So like I need to know how to make an item or what an item is. You can hover over it if it's in your inventory, or if you know what you're looking for, you can type it in on this. Spawn. Wait, I wanted to know if they had the wand. They have the wands in. Good. But I don't have the mob spawners because I took away the... So I took away Lost Cities, so I can't do as easily my skeleton house, which is to say, a house that runs entirely off of bones. Okay, so we've got our little workaround for that spot. Quartz pickaxe works very well. Make my house run off of entirely off of bees. But bees are so overdone. Running it off of bones is where it's at now. Now that I figured out how to do that. Why make it run off of bees when I can make it run off of bones? And bees are harder anyway. I'll probably do bees though. Does this have the special bees that I saw? I don't know if they don't have it or if it's just not in there among the princesses. Looks like they don't have the third bee mod, so they don't have the new bees that I haven't played with. So maybe in the next one they'll have the other bee mod. But for now, I'm not gonna play with it. It doesn't have bees. It doesn't have bees. Besides, like I said, bees are hard. They're hard and not as rewarding as they used to be, which is sad. They're like, you know, bees are OP. And I was like, huh? You mean I just had to breed through all this nonsense? And it took hours, days, a week? And this was too easy? But killing a bat and getting flight, no, that's okay. Nerf that mod, not this one. So yeah, bees got nerfed and it's like... I spent, you know, quite a bit of time before working my ways into the... Oh, really? How rude. I was mining that. I hear zombie. We are at the depth that I usually mine at, though, so I'll just give it one more visit. 13, 12, 11 is the height I need. And we Gucci. This cave for two purposes. One is to potentially kill a bat and get access to play forever, potentially, depending on if more is the OP version or not. And the other is to get diamonds. Gonna go explore in the dark. Hey, I can actually see my screen now. Whoa. Hey, witch. Oh, and the witch was like, you know what would be great? If I had the curse of lag. Enjoy being cursed. Now I am a witch. Or I can be a witch, that is. I hate witches. Witches are bitches. They get stupid. That's bad. Hello, bat. How did you not die from being hit by a sword? You are a bat. Let's be honest. I swear to God, if these bees kill me, I will be royally pissed. Frickin' witch put me at 1 health. That was some nice lag. Nice. Enderman, which is always fun. So we got one of those, shoot, that's my fault. I bet. And I forgot to turn on the thing that I always turn on. Oops. Well, heck me, I guess. And now we don't get as fucked when we die. Still get fucked, but it's less fucked. And by less fucked, I mean almost not fucked. That being said, how much do you have? Why is there a witch? Ah! My rage is like no other. Thank you for my... And I got poisoned by a witch. Fuck this shit. Bad news is I'm poisoned. Which means I will die. With the witch there and the freaking skeleton between me and the exit, I will die. The new way the food system works. It's not friendly to being low on health. God, what is with this lag? Hello? Hello, game. Please wake up from your nap. I mined this block already. Twice. To answer your first question, no, I don't have anything to eat, and B... And B, no, witches have not replaced zombies. It's just that there just happens to be more witches. I guess. I don't know if they increased the spawn rate in this version of Minecraft. But, I certainly have encountered more witches than I usually do. Okay. Gonna try something. It's crazy. But I'm sick and tired of the lag. Nope. There's just something wrong with this mod pack. I swear. There's something wrong with this mod pack. Because look, I set the graphics setting to fast. I am giving this 6 gigabytes a day. What do you want from the game? Like, that's not right. That's not right also. I'm just sitting at 0. Oh, heck it. The game's being unfair, unreasonable, and laggy. Kill them. Yeah, apparently. Apparently I do need to give it 10 gigabytes of data to have anything. The problem is, if I close this to go at it, then we get to wait again. Just to find out that, no, it's still got... I don't understand why it's acting so slow. You're right, I do have so much to live for on the surface, so I'll kill myself here so I can move on there. I'm just gonna use this chest for now. Fuck it. Fine. First. New constellation. For Astrum. Okay. So if the game's being laggy for no reason, what do I do? First, I'm going to turn the light back on now that I'm no longer in a cave that can't see anything. What do I do? It's being unreasonably laggy for the amount of data that is given. Surface world seems fine. Not really having that much FPS drops. Not really. I mean, there's a little, but honestly, that might legitimately just be built into Minecraft. And at this point, ain't nobody gonna change that. Oh crud, I must have stored my death note. Or I did get one? Not gonna question it. Maybe my inventory was probably... I think my inventory may prevent it. I want to dig. And sometimes it's fun. Other times it's so shit. I legitimately think it was. I think the witch was lag. Like she was just the embodiment of lag. We'll try again. We'll light up. I have some coal. Cobblestone to make stone. I'm going to seal off that one place that the enemies were coming from and just say, well, win some, you lose some. It's working fine now. Changes nothing. Suddenly, perfectly fine. I don't understand. And we're some lag. I think we were maybe discovering... Were we going too far in one direction? Is that what it was? We were discovering new area? I don't think we were going that far. Saw that coming. And I don't have any wood joints. I don't know why, but I don't trust you. All of our problems were, well, that stuck that way for a while. I was going to say, and all of our problems are sealed off for now. And then I created a problem all on my own. Let's see if witches are made of lag. Once I finished turning into her, it didn't seem to lag anymore. Or lag. Can I fly? It does take away my hearts. Can't fly yet. That doesn't mean I won't be able to fly. Maybe once I... Oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna have to get it. Back to the beginning. I don't have the quartz with me, so I'm gonna have to make a stone pickaxe to get into the thing, to get my quartz, to make a quartz pickaxe. I just deleted that. When did I get iron? Oh, that's right, it was in the chest. Did I make an iron pickaxe? I think I'll make it. I think it's... This is the part that I would usually not destroy. Also, sometimes my brother and I just flat out skip this portion of the game because we find it boring and repetitive to do over and over again. And considering how many different mod packs we play, we've had to start over so many times now that it's like, I'll just give myself this start. Like, I know exactly what I could give myself. And it would just be, just give me this and I could skip a lot of mining. A lot of the problems. It's a big ask though, so I'm giving myself. There is one thing that I had in my previous world that I saw is in this mod pack that I think I will give to myself. I'm gonna give myself a dank null. Because, holy shit, inventory management, thank you God. I don't like how close it is. Hello? have it in my other world. It saves so much time. Yeah, the general startup is annoying. Whenever I start a new game, it's like I get to do the same thing that I've done the last 7 times I've played this again. It's like I would rather just not have to deal with these small elements, like giving myself the dank null. That's honestly not that big a deal. It just manages a huge amount of my inventory for me. And once I go over a certain threshold of items in the dank null, it voids them. So I never overfill my inventory on cobblestone. But it'll still hold a bunch of cobblestone for me. It's quite possibly one of the better inventory management items in the game. Redstone, because every mod is obsessed with it. That's one thing I gotta give Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. They did invent redstone. As far as I'm aware. Like, feel free to correct me if I'm horribly wrong. But, from what I know, redstone is a Minecraft original. So how's work? How are you doing? How are things? You tired? Is there a particular thing that happens at work that bothers you the most, or that is the most exhausting? Because for me, while I was working there, it was anytime a customer came up and they didn't have one of those cards, I would immediately start tilting. Just is there a particular reason? Or just because he can't? Someone walks up with this, like, huge piece of furniture, and they don't have a fucking card in their hand, and I'm just like, no. No. Did no one stop you? Did no one explain how this place works to you? Now, luckily, that only happened, like, one time. And my lead happened to be like walking past as it happened and was like, the lead handled it. But yeah, I was like, that's a great way for me to not know how to respond appropriately to that situation at all. So outside the realm of what I expected. You're just tired? Yeah. It is a pretty long day. I'm wanting to play video games. What games are you probably going to play when you get off? Because I might just enjoy whatever you're playing. Like the Wafrums. I have no idea what any of that means, because I am terrible at Warframe. Why is it that it's only when I'm streaming that my hand starts to itch? That requires a diamond able to mine pickaxe, which is not what I have. I think I may have made some progress in this mine. Maybe a little. Will you let me build this now? I think this is desynced. I think there's probably a block there in the game. Just like, no, you think there's not a block, but there is. Those death markers. Build this. No. That's more than one thing. I don't have a bed yet. Wow, that was some lag right at the time when I was going to try to crit. Jump crits. Why hit an enemy when you can jump and hit an enemy for more damage? You need subtitles? I heard that it was kind of loud there. Listen. I blame people with below average intelligence. Butt bash, round count. What am I experiencing? I feel like I'm being pranked by the shadows. I've decided that I need more wood. This wood? Yep. jump attacks, not necessarily jumping on. Oh God! What did I do to you, skeleton? Kill your friend? Okay. Acceptable. If I killed your family, you are perfectly within your right to be upset at me. Well, I'm surprised I'm not dead. Also, why is this happening? I don't know what happened, but suddenly my game was like, it would be great if your mouse was able to suddenly go off screen, despite not existing on the screen. I just wanted to get some blood. All that. It's too high. These are rubber trees. Always rubber. Like, did I see an egg? Three iron. Actually. For a moment, I was like, everything I know about Minecraft is a lie. Because wood did not make planks. I mentally had to remind myself that the mod that makes it so you have to get special tools to get more than one plank from wood is not installed. There is that. That's a thing that can be done. Making the game ridiculous to get just wood. All you need is wood. But no, to get planks from wood, you gotta be able to chop an axe. But to get an axe, you need wood. Because the person who made that particular pack made everything earth. Everything. There was not a single thing that wasn't earth. Of the basic resources. The worst thing was there was no resources in the ground. That was the problem. But, yeah, so grow all the resources from the plants. Okay. Okay, I will. Okay, I will. Make the game lag a little bit. Drop. Drop. That didn't fall. I need sand. Then I need clay. Oh god. What you just described is Satan. So, in order to craft a pickaxe, the baseline wood pickaxe, you need to put a furnace and a crafting no, sorry, a furnace and a piece of iron together in a crafting table. The only way I can imagine that working out is like you have to make creepers blow up enough cobblestone for you to get the furnace. Once the creepers have blown up enough cobblestone, you'll be able to make the furnace. Then to get the iron, I don't even know. Does iron do ores drop if they get blown up by creepers? See, but that's the thing. Once you make stuff on rarity tiers, then it's just a matter of you find which one's the cheapest and you spam that one if they do truly have randomized outputs. And if they don't have randomized outputs, but instead have like this one becomes that one, then all you're doing is making equivalent exchange mod, which is already proven. Just ask everyone who plays with equivalent exchange. Which did I get 84 gravel? That's plenty. Okay. Now I need clay. How the heck am I going to get clay? Another shovel. This one I'll make out of stone. Tries to figure out how to remove stuff without having to click. Hello. I seek clay. That's aquamarine shale. What? Can I make aquamarine shale? That thing. Nope. Well. Play! Whoa. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this lag? Nothing. But I didn't do anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong in my life. Anyone who tells you otherwise, probably. That's nice. Got plenty of clay. Is that another? Okay, so these are more common than I thought they were. Which is Good. Nice. That tree looks important. I'm gonna go chop it down before anything can kill me. And real trees. I see. Quickly. Rebuild the tree, but with me inside it. Like mine here. And then again, it happened again with the mouse going off the screen. And it's caused by lag. No one is right. Dog. Dog! You killed a sheep for me. Now if I can just get one more. Ah! And of course I'm gonna die before I can get the last one. Oh, come on, game. It would be fine if I wasn't lagging. I'd be able to switch my inventory, get my sword out, back before the spiders could work, but I can't. Lag. And then I get shot by an arrow. Just. Uh, so I got enough clay, sand, gravel. Begin making. No. My temporary workstation while it's nighttime outside. Stack of this, stack of that, stack of that. Make 2 stacks of this. By the way, I never did check whether or not Tinker's Construct is in here. I literally just am guessing that it is. So I'm very glad that I was correct. $42. $42. How much coal do I have? 40, 40, 40. so sad that I was not able to get one more wool before getting fertilized. My nose is telling me sweet lies, saying sneezing would be really great right now. I said, no. I'm under attack from all sides, not least of which is the side of my computer lagging. Thank you. I hate chicken jockeys. Get out of here. Get out of here with your bullshit. Oh god, it's lagging. Shit. Garbage. Rubbish. Die. Please. Just want to find sheep. I can get one more wool so I can make a bed so I can make this nightmare go away. Also lag. Like a lot of lag. I can't move. And I'm free. I've been freed from the lag. Just like take a moment to appreciate the thing. Like good computer, stable letter. I'm so glad I found this early. This is such a pain in the butt trying to find. Oh god. Well, thank you. That did like no damage to them. Like the actual. Do zombies have resistance to explosions now? Because that is some bullshit. I get it. Just realized I could have, if I had killed the just let me kill. Thank you. I know I said one, but I'm going to oh, come on. Oh, hate baby. They're the worst. They're the worst. And especially when it's lagging, because you just run at the speed of light. And I'm dead. Thank God. Get me out of here. Second work. How are these coming along? It's a task. Inspect. Yeah. I guess. So this many. I want those. my smoker, right where this stopped. Thank God, clear my inventory. I hate having my inventory. Now. Right, what to do with these. Could I put it in there? Where is it? Oh, it is. Danknell. Yes. Or gets put into the Danknell. Because a lot of the stuff does belong. Okay. Sort of. Is that going to be enough? Sand. Sand card. I know I need at least 14 more. What's that? What's that? I don't have. Say, or this makes 2 each, right? So 4. 4. Oh. For a moment, I is actually very angry. Not finished. But we need 7 to make the casting table, 7 to make the tank. That's 14. 6 gives us the drain, but we still need the faucet for the drain, which is another 3. That's 3 for this. Then we need a bucket. Do we have 3 iron still? Yay! Exactly enough to make a bucket. Ow. It's like humming, like destroying my brain. Still don't have enough. I need the second layer. Starting to rethink this whole pillar situation. The fact that I can't do corners with the seared thing. We'll have one corner a little wonky, but can reach. Right. Which is entirely possible. I still need a lot more. I need enough to make the next layer. And I didn't account for the fact that I would need 2 faucets since I'm planning on doing double. One, two, three, four, 5. So at least 20 more. Enough for at least 20 more. It's all up to gravel. Yes. And gravel. that's going, I'll go, like, oh, I never made the bed. Gotta go quick. Gotta move quick, as they say. I It's a bed. A Oh, that's what I was missing. What time is it? Oh. Wait, I know I had breakfast, which was unusual, which is probably why I didn't have lunch or dinner. Uh, I'm not super. I'll go get canes after this. Like, maybe half an hour more. I forgot how to make the glass. That's the one I wanted. Yay. This there. We have a functioning smeltery. Except I don't have lava yet. That's fine. Functional. It exists. There we go. That's the word. I have an existing smeltery. That's another one of those things that I would sort of just give myself sometimes to cut out a huge amount of like the hassle. I'm so glad I know how to do Tinker's Construct. And I know to go for Tinker's Construct like as soon as possible. Because it's a hassle to make tools over and over and over. Just one Tinker's construct forever. Really? Really? You're gonna do me dirty like that? Thank you for going in this time. Okay. I want some iron. That's good. Okay. Copper and aluminum. Does aluminum exist? Overworld at Y50-ish. Can't make this shit up. Just dig where it tells you and you find what you're looking for. And then I saw some copper, so I can. I really hope this is a version of Tinker's Construct that doesn't have like weird additional ores. I just definitively put in 2 different metals that I did not intend to blend. Yay! I like the versions that has the weird metals because it means you have to be more careful with your metals, but also that shit. I haven't been checking on YouTube in a long time. And nothing's been happening on YouTube. Everything's fine. Probably. Okay, I think it's a 3-to-1 ratio, which means there might be some copper left over, but hey, I got a lot of molten aluminum out of it. Aluminum brass. And ingot mold. Now I just need to cook a bunch of cobblestone to save myself the agony of going and getting more of the stuff to make called grout to cook into more bricks when I could just melt cobblestone. Sure, it uses lava, but I have some. Not worried about that. Alerts on Twitch. It's all weird achievements. Things that I've definitely done before, but I guess achievements did built more recently. That time it went in. That's good. I was worried it was going to do that thing again. Torque. a map. That's not what I meant. Well, it only wasted a couple seconds. So, now that I have a functioning smeltery, meaning I can get metals from the ores, it's time to check out what mods are in here. Dank null, I already knew. Astral sorcery is cool and decent and new. Ah, that's right. Chisel and bits. Compact machines is in. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Client stuff. Dark utility. Okay. Okay. Transfer. Others. I don't know what integrated tunnels is. Okay, so I can have that again. Let's take a look at that config. Ah, okay. So it doesn't currently exist for the 1.12 version. Well, that's unfortunate. So Morph is just an aesthetics mod for now. And I have to spell it back. Morph a tool. Okay. Great. Camps Harvest Craft. Wonderful. Portal gun, the upgraded portal gun with views. Size. I don't understand why Direwolf puts refined storage in the same pack as applied energistics. They refined storage does the same thing, almost exactly the same thing as applied energistics. In fact, refined storage is a copy, basically, of applied energistics. It's just cheaper and just as functional. So it's like, hey, early game, I can use refined storage for everything. Ha 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 ha. And then applied energistics is like, I exist still. I'm just more expensive and sometimes have less functionality. Sometimes have more. Sometimes they have more. But seems like refined storage just sort of wins as far as you want to store things. You want to store a lot of things. You win. You did refined storage. Oh, thank God. Sad that I can't play with the Lost Cities. Looking forward to Twilight Forest. Okay. All right. So, what I've learned. This mod pack has pretty much the same stuff in it as the other one I was playing on, but maybe slightly less. Like the other one had just a couple more like odds and ends in it. The other one I was playing, but this one. Now that I'm not lagging as much, I think I've explored more of the world, and so there's less loading in. Um, seems more stable than the other world I had. Although the other world was working in Lost Cities. Oh, it's a purple one. I got one of the purple islands. Ooh. I got a purple island. Ooh, I could go for Night Slime. Haven't done Night Slime tools in a while. It is daytime. Spider. So crumbling is good on mining. Unnatural, I can't. Still generally don't have an idea of what I'm going to do. Because I've confirmed Industrial Foregoing exists and Extra Utilities 2 exists. Therefore, and Pam's Harvest Scrap. That's the third mod that's like sort of required to do this. Culinary Generator. The Mob Grinder. Like Mob Smasher. Mob Crusher and Mob Slaughter Factory. Why does this one show up for Mob S? One of these two. Either one works, honestly. Aim it at a skeleton spawner. Automatic infinite bones. Bones. Made into stock. 3 stock. Pot doesn't get used up. 3 stock gives you decent amount of... Each stock gives you a decent amount of food. 3 of them in a culinary generator will definitively outpower the whatever auto crafter you use to craft the stock automatically, infinitely, and the slaughter machine. So you point it at an automatic, like one of the actual world skeleton spawners, which if you have that one wand, you can move around. And sure, that's later game, but you can also get these as loot. From like pretty much every type of dungeon chest. You can move a skeleton spawner into a safe location to have set up with your slaughter machine. Slaughter machine will provide meat, which can be used, I don't know what for. I think there's like a protein generator that runs off of it. Maybe. I haven't seen how that works. It's all very new to me. But in order to get started with that, I need lots of wood, and I need latex, which requires the latex whole processing. Nonsense. Latex processing unit and tree extractor. I need one of each of those pointed at a log. Very annoying, very manual, very why did you do this to us? What did we do to deserve this? Bullshit. Please tell me that there's some other way to get plastic in this one. Such a pain in the butt. So from the like bucket of latex in the latex processing unit, you get one tiny dry rubber for like every bucket of water and like partial bucket of latex, which you get from the extractor pointed up against a log. The extractor slowly eats away at each log. So you have to replace the log that's in front of it. I suppose you could do a block placer hooked up to like a supply of logs, and it would. How expensive for a block placer? Okay. If I can get some lucky loot, that would not be terrible. This one uses plastic. Or I could just go for an atomic reconstructor. How much? Honestly, not bad. But I also have to power it. Probably should go for a lava generator first. Because magmatic. Gold bucket furnace. But yeah, until then, might go for night slime. Crafting for which requires blood. Nope, no blood. Good. Don't have to sacrifice. Do a blood sacrifice. Just gotta go climb up to that island in the sky. And sprinklers. Beaver. Did y'all suddenly get busy or just have to close? And I don't mean closing close. Although you have to do that as well. Is that another purple island? Did I just get, like, very lucky with my purple island? I really hope I have enough guns for this. If I don't, that will be quite a bit. Although I do have some... Or, I almost called it a death null because it's based off the death null. It's a better death null. I have to give them props for that. They were like, death null is a really cool item, and it doesn't exist in the box. It's just very annoying. They're like, let's take an item that's already amazing and make it also be able to manage your inventory. Oh god, please don't do that to me. Bye. Okay, I'm here for two things. Slime. Regular slime. Hopefully get a slime sapling from this. Good. Get some slime there so I can actually plant it. Great. Good. Get a bucket of the purple. Some blocks of purple. Happened. I think I somehow killed them with, like, bouncing. Oh, there's slime. From there. Could have made slime. Nighttime, monsters everywhere, probably gonna die. But it's okay. As you can tell by my death marker. I am out of energy. My life's in danger? Doesn't matter, haven't eaten in a day. I mean, to be fair, same. Not literally. I guess. And we out. Okay, so what we're gonna do. I was in the middle of something. Put some slime in. A bucket of purple slime. I don't know how much that is, so I'm gonna add another 2 blocks of slime. Just in the hopes that that'll be enough. I don't know how much seared stone I need because I wasn't paying attention. Probably should look that up. So an ingot. So that I got a good amount, probably. I got plenty of purple slime. For damn sure. So not enough stone. Factor stone, which is perfectly acceptable. I handle that. Gonna go get more lava while I wait for that to melt. Getting close to the time I said I was gonna go get food, so I should stop soon. Grab food. This is what I get. And scratch my back. 7 ingots of night slime. Still a limiting factor of stone. Okay, so. I'll use mineral for now, because I have it. I got the sapling. Right. Yeah. That's how you get that. I didn't know, because I got it from the farm. Stole it from a village. Okay, so now our limiting factor was iron. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Okay. I love that it saves the type of wood you made it out of. Except for the no one likes you. I don't know how that happened, but okay. So they don't hook up unless you do this. A little bit more. Honestly, I think I'll save it. Oh, but I do need another one of those. One for holding patterns, one for holding castles. Pattern. Okay. Do I make a baseline sword this time? Do I make a baseline? I'm gonna make a night slime matic. Good. So this one's not coming up to that. Is it because if I put this here, does it work now? Good. Okay. So that's what it was. Okay, so I can still. Oh, but if it's. Oh, okay. I got it. I got it exactly. Aha. And aha. There we go. So it's just it just has to be between them. Okay. Saves me a little bit of trouble, and I learned something that I sort of knew, but I don't recall. Okay. Pour out purple. And I made a mold. Okay. Okay. How do I. What can I make from this to get it out of here? Nothing. Great. Where's my bucket? It's not registering. I'm glad I knew about this one. I don't think that'll cause any problems. Oh. Now that there's no purple slime in there, I can use iron. I want an iron tool rod. It should just be plenty. Tool rod. And actually, I'm not going to need a binding yet, because I'm going to use wood. Just that ecological bonus is nice. There we go. So what does crumbling do? That's what it was. Okay. Is there level? No leveling. Good. The leveling system. It's good because it means you can get very, very powerful tools, but it takes a long time just to balance. Just to balance out the starting weakness of Okay, so I can reach the top. That's good. So, I like mineral wood. There's 0 chance of me taking. So what tier level is this for mining? Did I read obsidian? Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So I don't need to use my diamond to make or to give it the level ability to mine obsidian. Falling down here. Durability. Over 700. I can use Night Slime to repair it, so. Crumbling. Oh, wait. Not great. Decent. At all heights. How was your grand adventure, Robert? And what was said adventure? If I do, I want to know. Entirely possible. That interrupts me. Good answer. Oh, fair. So what was this grand? Oh, that was actually fun. Three more. Once I've made it to the Nether, I think I'm gonna stop the stream for today and go grab. I'm thinking either Scotty Beats. It's gonna bother me. The Nether in only 2.5 hours, also known as the first, like, what, half an hour? 45 minutes? I'd say half an hour. It wasn't that bad, was it? The time it took for the game to start loading. Suddenly, a lot of FPS drops. I am creating another dimension. Hey, welcome to the people who just messaged on. I am gonna cut the stream off very soon. I plan on just getting to the Nether tonight, and I haven't eaten in greater than 10 hours. So, whoa, that's a lot of thorns. That's a lot of thorns. That is a gratuitous amount of thorns. Okay, well, rip stream. Later.